Evangelism can be a scary thing. There's so many fears going on the inside of us when we go and preach and share the gospel to someone. What will they think of me? Am I really confident in the message I'm preaching? There's so many issues with my life. I'm not perfect. What gives me the right to go and preach the gospel? Will they continue to be friends with me? What if they say no? And as we get over these fears and we go and we preach the gospel, we see God do great things. In John chapter 1, verses 40 and 41, we see Andrew bring his brother Peter to Jesus. And he goes to Peter and he tells him, I think we have found the Messiah. And Peter had all these questions for him, and Andrew's response was, come and see for yourself. And he brought him to Jesus. And this was the same Peter that went on to be the great apostle Peter, who preached in Acts chapter 2, and 3,000 people got saved. Evangelism can be a scary thing, but there's so much of purpose tied to it. When God looks at our life, I don't think He's really counting how many people have we reached, what results have you produced, how many people have been saved because of you. And many times we can live with these pressures of, I need to measure my fruitfulness in terms of quantity. But one thing I would like to share with you is that even if we bring one person to Jesus over the course of our whole life, that might just be the kids that you have. If all you do is raise your family well and bring your children to Jesus so that they too believe in Jesus, it's precious in God's eyes. You are changing lives forever. Someone asked me once, Pastor, what do I get to take to heaven? And my response to him was that you won't take your money, you won't take any of your degrees. What you will get to take to heaven is all the other people whom you brought to Jesus. Those are the people you will see in heaven with you. And so when we think about this, the heart behind evangelism is not chasing numbers. It is not chasing popularity. It's not trying to seek approval with people. It's not trying to convince them that your God is wrong and my God is right. The heart behind it is that as we bring people to Jesus, we get to tell them the way He has changed my life, He can also change yours. And that is why the Bible tells us, always be ready to share the hope that is within us. We are not doing theological debates. What we do is we share the same hope that we have. Because Jesus has saved my life, I have hope. And now I get to share that hope with you. And sincerely pray that you will receive the same hope that I have. Because Jesus died to save you as well. And so my hope is that we would not view evangelism out of pressure. We would get over the fears on the inside of us and learn to step out as an act of courage and love, and realize that God can use us to share the gospel to people around us. Maybe you are in that classroom for a reason. Maybe you are in that company for a reason. Maybe the hostel that you live in is exactly the place where God wanted you to reach somebody. And as you open your eyes and recognize that where God has planted you, He can cause you to flourish and be fruitful. And when we live with that conviction, we will begin to spread and share the love of God wherever we go. My prayer is that you would have the courage and the boldness to be an ambassador of Christ. That's what Acts chapter 1 verse 8 tells us. When we receive the Holy Spirit, we will receive power to be a witness for Christ. This is not something we do on our own. This is something we do by the power of the Holy Spirit that fills our hearts with courage and love so that we can proclaim the truth of the gospel wherever we go. Be blessed.